Hello and welcome back to Starcraft 1, and in this episode we'll be moving on to Agent of the Swarm.
Soon the mole people will be able to rise up and conquer the overworld.
Given that we're on a galactic scale, we're not really afraid of mole people.
No, I'm saying we are the mole people.
Nah, we're far more insectoid than mammalian. Loosed! Is loosed a real word?
And it's... Yes, it is a word. It is a past participle of to loose.
Okay.
Or, as my cousin might say, deloose.
Alright.
Hi, James.
All crews stay frosty and keep your eyes peeled for our target. Remember, not only are we up against the Zerg here, but our old pal General Duke may be creeping around too. Let's hope this trip wasn't a big mistake.
And no, Duke is not in this mission. But if you will notice, we actually happen to have a new airborne unit, the Queen. The Queen is a support unit, yeah, this mission somewhat sucks. This was the first time that I had to actually, restart, and the first real moment when I started to suspect that the re-release for Starcraft 99/Brood War was amped up in difficulty to match what Brood War's difficulty starts out. But yeah, our goal right now is mostly to survive. We have to survive for 10 minutes until the spoilers of the plot happens, and then we have to go and take down James.
I see. So we first survive, then thrive.
Well, not so much thrive. We have actually a very small amount of resources at our starting base. So
back, you puny humans. Great, General Squishums is online.
all right, so I mentioned that we now have the support unit, the Queen. The Queen is a very, very interesting unit because it is only really capable of providing support, and it provides support in various different ways. The parasite spell that it has allows it to attach a parasite onto any any unit that an opponent has got, and it will give you permanent sight of that unit. It is honestly really, really nice. However, however, the other spells are her base spell Ensnare, which slows down all units that are hit with it because it's an AoE spell, and her final one is Spawn Broodling, which will allow her to kill any biological unit in order to spawn 2 broodlings. Now, Spawn Broodling is actually really important if you're really skilled at using any of the spellcasters in the game, but I am not at all, so I don't actually bother to use Queens, like, ever, for any reason. If I want scouts, that's what Zerglings are for the most part, or Mutalisks. And if I want slows, well, I never want slows.
So, are we using Queens right now, or are we developing them?
No, we have Queens on the board right now. They are, just standing in my base and just taking up space, because I am not going to... I will show off the alternate win... I think I show off the alternate win condition on this map. I honestly do forget, but I don't really care about the fact that we have Queens now, honestly. There. We have targeted our Queen.
Oh, we gotta care that we got a fucking situation here. Triple H. Hardy har har. Jesus Christ. Ah, stop him. I guess fucking not.
Yeah. Don't be too concerned about. Don't be too concerned about the. Yeah, I fucking blow a Zerg, but don't be too concerned about Raynor's random floating of assault forces towards you. They're actually really easy to take down if you bother to bait them into your sunken colonies. But given how low our tech starts off in this particular mission, it can be rather difficult to set up viable defenses before he shows up.
I mean,
they don't
they
even start
took out a couple structures. That's... Next. Resupply defenders. It's the only fucking thing we can do.
Well, it's not the only thing that we can do. We could be scouting around with our queens, but no, fuck the queens.
Ah. Queen looks rather prudish.
So what's new in the world of Cloud?
What's new is I still have not gotten back to retrieve the Count of Monte Cristo so I could finish reading it. So I've been going a little while without reading. It makes me feel dumb. And oh, enemy destruction.
Only kinda. Oh, right, I need to mention something. We're on an island. It doesn't look like we're on an island right now, but we're on an island.
I'm on a boat!
I wish we were on a boat. That would make this mission easier. We could just throw our main base at the enemy.
So the enemy still has time for one, maybe two little skirmishes before the time is up.
Yep.
All we have to do is wait. The evolution chamber. God, it is so freaking science fiction.
Yep. Come on, spoilers.
Some sweet Dragon Ball Z baseline. Boom, boom, boom.
Alright, 45 seconds.
Oh, I can't wait. Spoilers are coming. Countdown to spoiler time.
My base should be adequately defended now. Yeah, but Raynor isn't going to send anything at us.
I think the script calls for a tank drop with 4 Marine now, but it never showed up.
Yeah.
Alright, we are at the
2,
finish line.
1,
Beautiful.
here we go.
Arise, my daughter. Arise, Kerrigan.
That's fucked, man.
I live to serve. Let all who oppose the Overmind feel the wrath of the swarm.
Now that is a spoiler.
Yes.
They shall be the undoing of my enemies. Let not a terror.
It's like, happy birthday, Ada.
Mother of God. Kerrigan, what have they done to you?
Who knew evil girls had the prettiest face? Alright, now, our goal from here is to just win. All we gotta do is go raid Raynor's base in order to blow up his command center. If we can take down specifically his command center, we will be fine. Kerrigan is a melee unit, finally, which is terrible, because now she can't shoot up.
This mission still blows. So, is that is that the real Kerrigan, or is that
Yeah,
an
that's-
imposter?
No. This is the real Kerrigan.
So, is it that she was a Zerg creation all along, or that she's just been corrupted by them?
Well, corrupted is a bit of a misnomer. She has been enhanced by the Zerg, technically.
Right,
Alright,
so she's
jump
been
cut.
corrupted.
No, not corrupted. I mean, you could easily say that she's been corrupted and be accurate, but she's not really been corrupted. She's been her ghost abilities are significantly more powerful than they were previously. So, for gameplay purposes, she's actually nerfed in comparison to what she used to be because she's now a melee unit. However, aside from that, lore-wise, she is significantly more powerful now.
But to whom does she? To whom is she allied to? Is what I'm
Herself, actually, as we will learn later.
wondering. Oh, well, that's much more palatable.
I mean, she serves the will of the Overmind right now, but that's mostly because of StarCraft 2 spoilers.
Yeah, I'll do whatever you say.
But at the end of StarCraft 1, a very important plot point happens that makes it so that Kerrigan no longer serves the will of the Overmind, and so we learn from then on she serves pretty much herself as the new queen of the Zerg.
Ha ha ha! Ah, I love it. It appeals to my masculine sensibilities. Ha 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 ha. All right, come on, children. It's time to hop aboard the school bus. We're going to town.
Alright, so trying to set this up specifically is a bitch because, again, we're on an island. So what I ended up doing is developing 1/1 armor and range attack for my Hydralisks, as well as developing both of the Hydralisk evolutions in the Hydralisk Den. Now what I got to do is find a landing zone. This can be a pain in the ass.
Is there a chance you could land on other islands and then just have to transport again?
If you go south, yes, but I don't think we end up running into that particular problem. The main problem that we end up running into is the fact that since we don't develop Overlord sight, it gets rather difficult to figure out where is a safe spot to land with our Overlords. And again, replacing Overlords is rather expensive.
Very expensive. Oh yes.
All right, Overlord. Another thing I should have considered grabbing is getting a Spire to get Flyer Armor 1. That way my Overlords could survive these missile turrets slightly better, but
Yeah.
to be perfectly honest, the big upgrade that I'm missing is Overlord Sight.
Oh yeah. All right, just hang north. Oh, you're being fired at.
Yes.
There.
Yep,
Fuck.
that's where we want to land.
All right. Prepare for liftoff. We are going where no Zerg has gone before.
The enemy base.
Now, this is the enemy where this is like if in Sonic Adventure 2 Battle we had the light side, which is Sonic and crew, and then we had the dark side, which is Shadow and crew. But the two stories seem to overlap pretty, without any loose plot strands or plot holes, that is. Now, in Starcraft, are there any inconsistencies in the narratives depending on perspective?
Well, no, because it's a very linear timeline.
Gotcha. I needed to be sure that this game did not suck that bad.
We just noticed that Jim's is sending a landing force, and all of our hydraulics are currently prepping for. Well, yeah, they are prepping for our landing party.
Oh. Oh. Oh.
I really should have gotten Overlord sight.
You gotta land at some point, man, because if the ship goes down, you guys don't have parachutes.
Yeah, and I hate that part. I really hate that part.
Well, that's why you just gotta land, and you gotta make a little D-Day stop, because you have to stop the cannons from firing at the beach. Otherwise, how are you gonna get into Normandy?
Now, what they want you to do here is also bring along Kerrigan, but if Kerrigan dies, we lose, so I'm not bringing along Kerrigan.
So what's the point of her being a great unit if you can't even use her?
You can use her, but I don't want to, because if she dies, we lose, and that's not something I want to deal
Exactly.
with.
Then suddenly she's the James Bond. Oh my God! Deploy, deploy, deploy. Now destroy. Destroy the cannons. We're doing it.
It looks like we lost 2 Overlords so far.
We need more fart gas.
Thankfully, no, we don't need any more Vespane. We have way more than enough Vespane that we need for the rest of this mission.
All right, now.
So no, we're not going to show off the
Crushing
infest. We're just going to take them
clobber
down. All right. I wanted to show off the infest, but
Woo! Here's Jim with more plot.
Is that really you?
To an extent. I'm far more than I once was, Jim. You shouldn't have come here.
But the dreams. I dreamed you were still alive, that somehow you were calling to me.
I was. While I was in the chrysalis, I instinctively reached...
explanation for the cutscene that we saw earlier.
Apparently, Artur sent Duke here to reclaim me. But that was then, Jim. I'm one of the Zerg now, and I like what I am. You can't imagine how this feels.
Oh, baby, tell me how it feels.
Are you gonna kill me now, darling?
That is certainly within my power.
Because, I mean, that would be about the sexiest death I could have ever imagined for myself.
Leave here now and never seek to confront the Zerg again.
Doesn't look like I have much choice.
Bye, James.
Yay, we
And in the
did
next
it.
part, we'll continue on with Kerrigan's solo mission.